Hello there, welcome back to my channel. As you may have guessed by my bare face, we're gonna be getting ready together and I have a bunch of new products that I wanna test out for the first time on camera and share with you all so we can just kind of see what we think about these products. I have some really hyped products like this Thrive Cosmetics Eye Brightener Crayon in the shade Muna. I have some new Clean Beauty luxury lipsticks from Madame Gabriella. These were just sent to me over the weekend. Can't wait to try those. I have a skin tightening lifting highlighter by Lisa Eldridge. And I have some skincare. So we better get started because my face is completely bare and it is feeling a little thirsty. As we do, if you're new here, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. Okay, so first off, I'm starting off with this brand new Elemis Superfood Fruit Vinegar Liquid Glow. It says it's a radiance facial toner, and this contains some alpha hydroxy acids. You're supposed to just swipe this on twice a day over the skin. Ooh, has a really nice scent. Elemis sent this to me. It's a part of their new, it's this superfood line. So they sent me two products. This has apple, apricot, and cactus. It says it brightens, balances, and exfoliates. That's what I'm smelling, the apple and the apricot. It's really nice, very refreshing. It doesn't tingle at all. It feels really nice and refreshing. And what is it also supposed to do? It gently exfoliates to reveal brighter looking skin with visibly improved clarity. A hydrating step to leave skin feeling soothed and balanced for a complexion that glows with freshness. Gentle enough for everyday use. The perfect fruity addition to any routine. My skin feels really nice. It doesn't feel tight, but it does, yeah, look, it did add a nice little bit of glow. Okay, I'm gonna now just quickly go through the rest of my skincare steps. Right, the skin is feeling hydrated and protected. You can tell my face is a little bit lighter in color than my body because I did sunless tanner over the weekend, but I didn't do it on my face yet. So anyway, we'll catch up at some point. All right, so the final product I have for skincare that also was sent to me from Elemis is the Superfood Matcha Eye Dew. It's refreshing eye gel. And this says it has matcha, kiwi, and melon, refreshes, brightens, and nourishes. And part of this whole lineup of products from Elemis, I guess they're also doing a special campaign in July, No Kid Hungry, that during the month of July, Elemis is donating $10 for each unit sold of the new Superfood Fruit Vinegar Liquid Glow and the Matcha Eye Dew. So I always love when there is a charity component to makeup or skincare that I'm using. All right, so here is the Eye Dew. This cooling gel immediately quenches and hydrates the eye area throughout the day. And on this box, as well as the Vinegar Glow, it says, do not eat. This is a cosmetic. I guess because it has the word food in the title, maybe they have to say that. I don't know. Okay. Not much of a scent, which is good. I think products around the eye, I don't really love to have too scented. But let's just see. It is kind of like a green gel consistency. Very light. And it does have a slightly cooling feeling. All right, I didn't have really terrible dark circles today, but we'll kind of just see. Ooh, yeah, as it sits, it's getting cooler. I like that. Hey, all right, well, we'll let those products do their work, and now let's get started on the eyes. Okay, I want to use this Thrive Cosmetics Eye Brightener Pencil Crayon, what's it called? Brilliant Eye Brightener, and it's in the shade Muna. All right, let's just swatch this. I haven't even swatched it. Okay. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay. It's a really beautiful kind of taupe color. But first I am gonna go in with just a little bit of eye primer. I know you're not supposed to have to with that pencil or that crayon, but I have the oiliest eyelids of anyone I know, so I always add an eyeshadow primer. Okay, now we're gonna go to this eye brightener, and we are going to do what we've seen on the Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram ad. We're just going to put this all over the lid and blend it out with our finger, and we're done. No, that's, you know, what you always see and you're like, is that really all they did? Let's just test it out. So as it's going on, it definitely shears out. It has shimmer and shine. Looking up close, I don't see huge visible particles of glitter, but there is shimmer. So not chunky glitter, I should say. Well, I would say for me, it's not necessarily a one and done, especially because I have kind of visible veins on my lid. I don't feel like it completely covered that. I'm gonna go over it now. I'm gonna take this Deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques and just kind of blend the edge of that. Wow, I pretty much blended away a lot of the color. On camera, I feel like you can see the shadow that it added to the eye. All right, let's do the other one. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of this under the lower lash line. I already know I'm going to add some more shadow to this look, but all right, so for those of you that had asked about this particular shade, this is what it looks like. So I would say it's a very, very, very pale shade on the lid. If you have super fair skin, this might show up a little bit more. For me personally, it's not a one and done. I think because of the shimmer too, it lessens the color pigment a little bit in the stick. So it's not bad, but it doesn't look as beautiful as it did on the ad that I saw online. All right, so you definitely could just leave the eyes like this, but you know me, I want to add to it. Plus, I have another new palette I want to test out. So this is from Ciate London. I Am a Woman, What's Your Superpower? This was from BoxyCharm. It was in the Boxy pop-up sale, so I got this at a great deal. And all of these shadows are named after, I'm going to turn it upside down so I don't blind you with the mirror. All of these shadows are named after very famous women in history. So very cool. I'm going to start off with just a little bit of this cream shade under the brow. And then let's fluff a little bit of, let's start with this shade right here. It's kind of a warm rosy shade. These are a little bit powdery, but they seem to have decent pigmentation. Then let's add a little bit of this purpley shade. This is another matte purple. And just going to kind of put this on the outer corner. Let's just see what kind of depth we can add here. I'm going to add just a little bit of this shade right here. And by the way, I'm using the BK Beauty 203 brush. Just kind of pat this over kind of where that purple shade is, just to kind of add a little more of a reddish tone. Oh yeah, I like that reddish tone added to that purple. All right. So these are pigmented, but take a little bit of building. So I don't mind that as long as you can build the color, right? Okay, let's brighten up the lid a little bit. So let's see. All right, let's start off with this shade right here. And this is like a white frost. Ooh, these are nice texture. So I'm just gonna, ooh, that is really pretty. Look, there's almost like a pink shift to that shade. I was not expecting that. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's just add a little bit of this fun purple. Ooh, another one that is really nice and smooth. I'm just gonna add this kind of between that lid shade and the outer corner and provide a little bit of a color gradation there. And then let's just add a bit of this one. This one, it just seems so fun. It has kind of pink and just looks kind of wet on the lid. So let's just tap a little bit of that on. Oh, that's pretty. Then I'm going to take the Maybelline Lasting Setting Spray. You can take any one you have, and the E60 from Sigma. Just going to wet that brush and now just tap over those lid shades and smooth out that texture a little bit. I'm going to take the BK Beauty 203, no extra product, and just use this now to kind of blend through the crease there and the outer corner. Okay, before I clean up the outer edge, I'm going to add some liner. So a while back, I got a set of 3 of these Tarteist. They have a liquid liner on one end and a pencil liner on the other. And this is the shade Burgundy. So let's just give these a try. I think I may have tried one of these one time, so I'm going to use the Burgundy shade. And as I was swatching them, the pencil side seems a little bit on the dry side, so that might be why they were on sale. All right, and then let's add, I'm going to try a little bit of the liquid liner in Burgundy. Let's just see if this shows up at all. And I've tried the black in this line, and it does have a nice fine tip, but it is a little bit stiff, so it seems to be pretty easy to apply. I would say this is coming off a little more purple than Burgundy, which is just fine. The dress has all of the colors that we need today, so whatever we end up with, I'm sure it will work out just fine. Just cleaning up under the eyes now with some almond oil. All right, so after cleaning up under the eyes, the eye area does still feel nice and hydrated. So I think the first impression of the Matcha Eye Dew, I think it did a good job. And I think my under eyes look a little bit brightened. I don't know. I'll keep you posted. All right. But speaking of moisture, my lips need some moisture. So I want to try out, I have 2 of these Madame Gabriella lipsticks. And this is a kind of relatively new clean beauty luxury lipstick line. So they sent me 2 in their lipstick line. This one that I'm going to try now is Saint Tropez. And this is their newest product. It says, like a dip in the crystal clear Mediterranean Sea under the sun of the French Riviera, we present a perfect shimmery lip balm that holds the promise of a magical summer. Powered by Manuka honey, avocado oil, sesame seed oil, and chamomile flowers. So the packaging on these, it is rather weighty. It is black and kind of a metal tube. What it has is this nice cool little push button on the top, which releases the bullet from the bottom. Yeah, pretty cool. This is the lipstick color, which I'm gonna try, but let's try this clear one here. So this shade is called Saint Tropez at 11 a.m. So apparently this is what you're going to experience in Saint Tropez, right? So it looks clear. I haven't even swatched these. The scent on these is, slight, just a hint florally and a hint lipsticky. Let's see. So I feel like it added a little bit of kind of a opal tint to the lips. It has a very balm kind of thick balm-like texture. So we'll let that sit on the lips and see what it does. And then we will try the colored lipstick. All right, I've been debating on which foundation to use. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. This is the new Lancome Stick Foundation. I have the shade 320 Bisque W. It might be slightly light, but that's okay. I have kind of a tanning bronzer kind of thing I wanna try out today. So I have used this a few times, but it's been a couple weeks, and so I want to give it a shot again. I'm just gonna put this all over. And I know it always looks like I'm applying a lot, but I'm not using any pressure. So I'm really just kind of spreading out what I'm applying as I apply it. And then it does have kind of this interesting brush on the other end. But yeah, we could be here till next week if I use that to blend it. So let me grab a bigger brush. I'm gonna use the Morphe M439. This will get the job done a little quicker. As is usually the case with the stick foundation, I usually feel like I need to go back and kind of touch up spots because I'm trying not to apply too much at the beginning because it's so soft. Glides over the skin. Sometimes I have whole sections that just need a little more foundation. That blended in nicely, and it does feel very weightless on the skin. We'll just have to see how it looks kind of at the end. It almost does kind of feel like it has a slightly powdery finish to it. Okay, next we're gonna do the under eyes, and I'm gonna start off with this Jaclyn Hill Hydrating Under Eye Primer. Yes, a full review is coming on this, so I'm just gonna breeze through this, but this cooling tip on here feels so nice. For concealer, I'm going back to one that I discovered last year, and it is the Beauty Blender Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer, and I have it in the shade 3.50W. And with this concealer, it's like the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. You just need the tiniest amount. I'm going to just apply this real quickly here. All right, now on to one of the most exciting products I want to use for today is this BoxyLuxe Cream Blush. I mean, is this just not beautiful? The BoxyLuxe products, if you've not seen these, just take a gander in your Target or online, and the packaging alone just draws you right in. So I have the shade, what did I select? Crown. There were, I think, 5 different ones. I ordered this online, so it's really hard to tell. I have not even swatched this, so let's just see. Ooh, nice texture. Ooh, that's really pretty. So on the hand, it looks like kind of a warm pinky rose shade, which is kind of what I was hoping for. So I'm going to take my 522 tapered highlighter brush, and you can always apply cream blushes with your hands, but I just find this brush or a duo fiber brush really helps you be able to work the product into your skin quickly and without disturbing your foundation underneath. So let's just take a look at that color. Ooh, it's pretty. Nice. Very buildable, no scent. Very pretty blush. As you can see, it gives a nice glow, but there's no shimmer. Just makes the cheeks look very hydrated. It really reminds me of the melting blushes from Rare Beauty. That is what that texture reminds me of. Okay. Well, the next product that is probably equally as exciting to me to try is this Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow. I have the shade Crystal Nebula. If you've not seen her full review and video and demo of these highlighters, I will link it in the description box below. But she explains about this special ingredient that she discovered that actually tightens the skin. I know, crazy, right? The bottle is beautiful. It is a nice frosted glass bottle. It has a doe foot applicator, and upon just seeing it initially, even the applicator, it reminds me a bit of the Hollywood Flawless filter by Charlotte Tilbury. It's quite liquidy. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand because I haven't even swatched this. It's a very thin consistency. Look at how pretty that is. There's no visible shimmer. So this is supposed to just, ooh, look how beautiful that looks. All right, let's just apply it. And this comes in, I think, 4 shades. So kind of like Charlotte Hollywood Flawless filter. You can use it, depending on your skin tone, you have a highlighter shade that will look very natural, but I think you could use probably many different tones. Okay, I'm waiting to feel like my skin is lifting. All right, let's go ahead and blend this in. All right, so it is blending in very nicely. I'm not seeing it make my foundation or blush look patchy or anything. Lisa Eldridge, if you're not familiar with her, she is a really worldwide famous makeup artist in the UK. She is one of my favorite makeup artists, and I feel like one of the most respected makeup artists in the industry. She's got years and years and years of experience, and she is now developing her own makeup. So I think that is very exciting. Okay, so I really like how it looks on the cheeks there. And like Hollywood Flawless filter, she said you can use this under your foundation, mixed with your foundation, on top of your foundation. So, it does have an interesting feel. It's not like egg whites drying on your face, you know, where you feel like you're getting a facelift, but it does have just a slight, I can tell just a slight kind of tightening effect right there. Okay, definitely keep it posted. All right, let's do some powdering. I have a couple of new powders I've been testing out. I'm gonna do this one on my face. This is the Nikia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. Several of you mentioned this powder to me, and I'm testing it out. I love that it smells like golden Oreo cookies. There I go, making y'all hungry again. I know. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Powder Puff. You can use any powder puff or a brush to use this. I kind of go back and forth between powder puff and a brush with this one. And I am going to just press this into the skin. So this powder really does make your skin look so smooth immediately. I don't feel like it keeps me as smooth and as matte as my Becca Hydra Mist setting powder, but it is a really lovely powder. It's very, very lightweight. And again, that smell, oh, makes me really crave golden Oreos. All right, under the eyes, I am going to use the Jaclyn Hill Brightening Banana Under Eye Powder. So this comes in several different shades. I was kind of between a couple shades. I think I could use a slightly lighter version, but this is good for the summertime. So I am just gonna take a tiny little bit of this on my brush, and then I'm actually going to just tap off the excess and make sure I don't have any excess concealer there, and then just tap this in. Okay, the next two products are from Natasha Denona, and before you just go, oh my word, it's so expensive. It is, but BoxyCharm Boxy pop-up sale is the way to go. I think these were like $9. This is the Face and Body Shimmer in Powder All Over Glow, and I have 2 shades. So I just wasn't sure which one. This is the medium shade, And right now, because I am so dark, I think this will just add a really nice glow, which I already have some good glow going. So I'm gonna go in with this dark shade. Whoa, looks really scary, but I'm gonna use just kind of a big fluffy brush. This is the 103, and I'm going to just tap off now. This shade actually has quite a bit of reddish tones in it, but I've used this one time and I found with a real light hand, it did look really beautiful on the skin. For contour, I'm using the Wayne Goss Radiance Boosting Face Palette in Satin Bronze, and I'm gonna go in just with the matte side, do just a tiny little bit of contouring here. Okay, let's go to brows next. I'm gonna quickly comb through my brows. Okay, I have this Grande Brow Fill Volumizing Brow Gel by Grande Cosmetics, and it says it's a water-resistant brush-on brow gel infused with volumizing fibers and conditioning peptides. Our formula adheres to even the finest brow hairs, leaving them fuller and more defined with single application. I have the shade, what is it, medium, I think? Yes, medium. All right, so teeny tiny little brush. I'm gonna start with this so we can just see how much brow filling it does. Oh, I hope it's not too dark. All right, and then I'll go back. Oh, there's a lot of product on this pen, on this brush here. So I kind of wanted to see, you know, how much I could fill in with just that pomade. I'm gonna go back with my spoolie now. It did deposit a lot of color. I do feel like it worked best on the areas where I do have brow hairs. A little hard to control in the areas where I don't have many brow hairs. So, maybe with a little more practice, this could be a one and done type product, but I'm gonna go in with a little, I'm gonna fill in just a little bit, clean it up just a little with the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I brought this out the other day, and I'm using the shade Brown Sugar. I'm gonna use the ink pen side and just add a few little strokes here. And then I'm going to just kind of lightly define the bottom edge here and fill in any sparse areas. Okay, I feel like my brows look a little scary, but we'll tone them down in a second. But really quickly, I've been testing the Shiseido eyelash curler. It is much flatter. My Tweezerman one has a more rounded, so it fits my whole lash line. This one, what I do like is it does make the lashes stand up more, but it doesn't quite fit the shape of my eye, you can tell. So I kind of have to hold it at an angle. And so then I feel like the inner corner lashes, they end up going out that way a little more, but I don't know. I'm still playing around with it. But so this is the Vava Pink Luna Magic Eyelash Mascara Primer, and I just love that it's pink. Other than that, I haven't really noticed any huge difference. It does seem to really grab and coat every lash, so that's good. But I don't know as far as lash benefits, lash growth and all those benefits that I get from my other primers. I haven't really been able to see long-term effects of using this. It does add a little bit of volume, I think, to the mascara application, a little length, but yeah, just not quite sure yet. Now the mascara, I showed this in another video. This is the Lorac Holy Lash Mascara. It's brand new, and I used it, it was in my 311 video, and I used it in there, and you all commented on how my lashes looked, and it does make the lashes look, I think, nice and fluffy, a little fluffier or fuller, but I just look at the size of this brush. It is so big, and I don't know if you can tell, it has a really hard time cleaning itself off as you pull it out. I've tried pulling out at an angle. I always am ending up kind of wiping off this excess. And here's the other thing, because it's so big, I mean, I have to really open my eye pretty wide to fit it in there. So if you have small eyes, you're not going to like this mascara. And I mean, I like a big brush, but I don't know. I think they could have tapered that, at least the front part of it, down a little bit. But you can see it does add quite a bit of immediate fullness. And even though that brush is really gloppy, it doesn't look excessively clumpy on the lashes. There is about 2 good coats and just 1 coat on the lower lashes. The good news is I don't have issues with it smudging on my lower lash line, but it says it's supposed to remain flake free all day, and that has not been the case for me. I do experience a little bit of flakiness through the day. It's not too bad, but just a little heads up. So I'll continue to keep you posted on that, but it's a good mascara. Just that wand and the packaging, I think, could be a little better. So the final step now, we need to get to our lips. So my lips still have a little bit of that balm left on them, but most of it has kind of sunk in. So I'm gonna just wipe off what's left. I don't feel like my lips feel super moisturized. They're not dry, but I don't really feel like I had a real intense moisture lip therapy treatment, but I'll continue to test that out and let you know. Okay, for the lipstick color now, the shade that they sent to me is Sydney at 8 a.m. I think it's cute how she came up with names for the colors. So I think this is a really pretty, what looks like kind of a neutral apricot color. Ooh, I love that color. So in swatching it, it comes off a little more neutral. Ooh, I really like that. This one also has kind of the same amazing ingredients. All right, I need to go around the edge of my lips with a little soft ochre MAC paint pot. And then I think the best lip liner color, which isn't gonna change the lipstick too much, is this one from Urban Decay. It is the shade Broken. And now for the lipstick. It has that same packaging, slightly weighted. That's basically 1 swipe. It is a really nice pigmented lipstick. Very smooth. Yeah, as I'm applying it, the scent is a little bit stronger. Not a huge fan. Actually, it reminds me just a bit of the L'Oreal lipsticks. Not quite as strong, because those I cannot handle, but this one does have a scent to it, which is just interesting, given that it is clean beauty, all natural. It says it has vanilla flavor. I don't taste any vanilla, and I don't smell any vanilla, so that's a bummer, because I do love a good vanilla scented lipstick. So I would say that's the only thing that I'm not real keen on, is the scent from it, but the texture feels nice. Okay, just a couple of finishing touches. I'm gonna go back to our palette and go in with this shade. It is a smooth, really smooth kind of peachy champagne shade. Just gonna use a little bit of that here in the inner corner, and then I'll top it with a little bit of our lid shade. Where to go? This one right here. And then I'm gonna cool off the tone of this lip combination just slightly with the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Metallics. I don't even know if they make these anymore. This is the shade Moonlust. And I just recently went through all of my makeup collection and pulled this one out, and I forgot how unique and wonderful this product is. And here at long last is our finished look. So overall, I do love how all of those products came together. There were some products that I really loved and some that I was a little disappointed in. Namely this. I do have one of these in a different color, and I felt the same way with that one. It just seems a bit sheer, and then because of the shimmer, I just don't find this to be a one and done shadow for me personally. But I do love how it did work as a base. It didn't make the shadow that went on top of it go on patchy or anything. So I think these are great as a base shadow, but just not the one and done I was hoping for. I loved the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow and the Winky Luxe Blush. I think those were excellent products. I really enjoyed both of these. I will definitely be keeping you posted because both of those, you know, are supposed to have ongoing effects and all of that. So I will let you know what I think. The foundation, the powder, I will keep you posted. And as far as the lipstick goes, again, big thank you to Madame Gabriella for sending me those. I do think the formulation and all of the amazing ingredients she put into the lipsticks are wonderful. I just don't care for the scent. The longer I've had this one on my lips, I'm still smelling that kind of perfumey scent has come through, it seems like, even more. So if scents don't bother you at all, then you would probably really enjoy these. And again, the ingredients are quite amazing on those. So I will leave links to everything I used and showed you today in the description box below this video. I always do that. I also tell you what I have on my nails, and if I know where I got my top or my dress, what I'm wearing here, I will leave that in the description box as well. I also have discount codes down there when I have them, so check the description box. I also had a request to include my outfit when I do these get ready with me videos. So I'm going to include just a little clip here of the dress that I'm wearing today. Just something fun. I love to wear this even with leggings as the weather's cooler, or like today when it's nice and hot and warm. I think it's just fun to throw on a flat pair of flip-flops, and it still kind of looks casual yet cute and put together. And the final little tidbit is I've finally joined the world of Instagram. I know I'm a dinosaur. I'm like the last one to join. But if you are on Instagram and you want to follow me, hop on over there. My handle is at sharaleesboxofchocolates. I also have a Facebook page. I will link that in the description box as well. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. I really, truly appreciate your support. I love reading all of your comments, and I do read them all. It does take me several days sometimes to get back to you if you have questions, so I apologize for that. But thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, be sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.